Every gift you are given comes with its own curse, but this is not a bad thing. This is not meant to burden you or make it so that you carry a belief that all greatness must come with grief. The reason is because the perceived curse is actually meant to strengthen and expand the gift. That is its only purpose. It is not meant to cause you suffering, although it will feel that way for a long time until you awaken and master yourself. The darkness that your light lives inside of is simply a space made for you to shine in. Breathe that in. This message finds you at a moment where you may be feeling an emphasis on the way you show up in the world. There is this heavy feeling around how others perceive you and how they receive your energy. You've always been keenly and acutely aware of the energetic shifts around you, and your sensitivity made you recluse or question yourself. But with this new timeline you are in, it is very different. Now it is almost as if your own frequency is so high and your vibration is so loud, you can instantly pick up on how it tunes with those around you. You were always rebellious and non-conforming by nature, but you used to feel like something was wrong with you because of it, so you played it safe. Now you are so free and so sovereign that the way things have always been done is foreign to you, and the input or opinions of others bounce off of your protective aura. This may make you feel like you are being combative or complicated. No, my love, you are just not confined and conditioned like the rest. Your intuitive senses are heightened and your authenticity is solid like stone. In your old timelines, it was like the world was on one side of the glass and you were on the other, locked in and banging to be seen or heard and released. Behind that glass, you were left with only God, and so much beautiful work was done on you. The type of healing work that can only be done in that type of isolation. You built your self-awareness, you fine-tuned your energy, and you let go of the limitations. The difference is that now that glass has shattered and you are standing amongst the world, not separate, but different. Not banging and screaming, begging to be validated. You just are. Imagine a person who disappears to be with God, to dive so deeply into the vastness of themselves, of the universe. They learn, expand their consciousness, see and experience depths that cannot be explained. Wounds and diseases they once had slowly fade. Then they resurface to the masses. How would you imagine that person would show up? That is you now. Of course you aren't going to be able to fit in. Of course you will affect and alter the energy of others. And of course you will feel it so much more. This full moon in Leo energy is pulling and pushing at this feeling right now because Leo is all about how they show up in the world, and they cannot be ignored even if they tried. You see, that curse you have felt your whole life of being an outsider, being the odd one out, being misunderstood, that goes hand in hand with your gift of being a seer, a shapeshifter, a creative, a path paver, a leader. You cannot have one without the other. Your current journey is all about finally embracing all those aspects of yourself and not fighting to fit in anymore. You will do things how you feel guided to do them without apology. You will not feel the need to explain yourself in any way while others are constantly trying to tie themselves to an identity, trying to talk of all the things that make them who they are. You don't need to because you are everything and yet nothing, and you know it. You will bring up the uncomfortable conversations. You will provoke thoughts, tug at the hearts, speak up for the voiceless, and make the ones who think they are invisible feel like they are invincible. You have been all of those things, so you can see it from all the angles. You see, Your gift is that you can see and understand them all, but your curse is that almost no one can see or understand you. The wonderful thing is that you no longer need it because you have made peace with accepting yourself, and that is all that matters. When you embrace the power God gave you, you make peace with the pain that it grows from, and you water both. So keep on keeping on. You may have been feeling off kilter these last few days or weeks because your vibrational wavelength is so potent that what you are putting out is coming back even more strongly from the people you've been around. You have to remember you are always safe, but energy can leak, so they may be taking from you and projecting back onto you. So if you're extra tired, unable to focus, having sad thoughts of people not liking you, feeling like what you say gets talked over or ignored, feeling awkward or shaky, then this is not your energy. This is everything you've grown out of, so this is the energy of others. Imagine again you are that person who has returned after being with God. It goes without saying those people you come into contact with will try to make you feel smaller out of spite, jealousy, or simply their own limiting beliefs. So, protect and clear your energy even more these days through sound meditation, breath work, and speaking to God through your verbal or written words. Move your body and nourish it with whole foods and plenty of electrolytes. This is not the time to hide away or shy away from the world anymore. The glass isn't there for you to hide behind anymore. God wants you to share what He has taught you with others. He wants you amongst them, giving love and understanding while also leading by example through your self-empowered fierceness. You see, you always thought you were the one who wasn't free, but now that you are closer to everyone and can see more clearly, you see the chains that are weighing them down. In this complete energetic freedom you have mastered, it is your path now to help them break free from their limitations, to lift those veils off their eyes. You do this by simply being true to yourself, by being a living example of what it means to be unshackled, aligned with your soul, and trusting in God's plan. You do this by putting rules and regulations created by society to the side and relentlessly abiding only to your heart's rhythm. And so it is.